Hey guys, it's Michelle. Today I am going to show you what I feed my horses and basically do a feed routine with me. I have just rinsed my buckets and now I'm going to go into the feed room and show you what I do. So this is an old stable which everyone has just used as a feed room basically because no one's in here and it's nice and convenient because my stables are there. I'm really anal about washing my buckets before I do my feeds all the time. To be fair, I'm anal about anything to do with my horses. It all has to be pristine. I even wash the outsides of them, I'm that sad. So I've got two buckets for two horses and they're colour coordinated. So Happy is blue and Holly is purple. And they're on really simple and easy feeds. It's just some Happy Tummy chaff and then some supplements. So I shall talk to you about it as I make them, but let's get going. So this is the healthy tummy. Now I do call it Happy Tummy quite a lot, so sorry if I get the name wrong. But it's a really great feed. It's alfalfa based, it's got yeast and probiotics, loads of herbs, so like oregano, thyme, ginger, and vitamins and minerals, so there's loads of vitamin B and things like that. Now, a lot of people say it's not great because it's a high energy feed, but I've never had a problem with it and I really like it. My only comment is that it says you're supposed to feed 6 scoops for Happy. So on the back there's a little feeding guide, and as you can see here, Happy is classed as a large horse, so therefore should be on 6 scoops a day. I will admit I don't feed 6 scoops a day. I feed probably 1 because I split it between 2 feeds, so they have half in the morning, half in the evening, and I give Holly and Happy the exact same. Now, just a little disclaimer, I am not a dietitian or an expert in this. I just do what works for my horses and works for me. So yeah, this is just my routine, but please don't come at me because I'm not. So the other products that I use are the BETTA Life range. So there are 3 things for horses. They've got a muscle builder, they've got the Farmer Track and the Farmer Quinn. Now, the Farmer Quinn that I have at the minute is in the reusable one. They've started doing a reusable pack, which I think is really good. It's better for recycling and better for the environment, and better for the environment. And then we have the Farmer Track. So the Farmer Track, like the Denji chaff, basically is really good for horses who are prone to ulcers or just need a little bit of extra gut care. So as you can see on the label, it's a stomach and intestinal support formula, and it's really good for stress and anxiety because Holly can be quite moody and things like that, and I've actually found this really calms her down. But again, it's also brilliant for Happy because she's prone to ulcers. So they have a little description on the back, which basically says that it's a digestive support formula and it is legal in FEI and all of the other things. It's natural and it's really good. So they suggest a 1-week loading period, which you can also use for the quick fix when they're in stressful situations. But after your loading week, you then change it onto a maintenance dose. So Happy is on a scoop daily and Holly is on 2/3. And here you can see the complete list of ingredients. So there's not actually that many ingredients in it, but everything is really good, and it's got a higher dose than a lot of the other ones. So some of the supplements that you find, they've got a lower milligram amount than this, so that's why I really like it. It's about 30-40 pounds, I can't remember exactly, so it is a little bit expensive, but it's so worth it. Now with the Farmer Track, because it is used as a de-stressor and again a gut supplement, what I tend to do is I split it between my feeds, so they get half in the morning and half in an evening. It gets into their system and it maintains it better. Again, this is just my personal views and how I feed my horses, but I'd suggest you give it a try and see what you think. So the Farmer Quinn is a joint supplement and it is more expensive. I think this is £50–60, but again, it's totally worth it. It's dressage legal, FEI legal, all things like that. It's got high levels of glucosamine in it, which is good for the joints. And again, it's got a really high milligram amount, which is something you don't always see. There is a loading period, so Happy is on a level scoop and Holly is on a 2/3 of scoop after they've had the loading period. Now the Pharmaquin, I don't bother splitting that. They get the scoop of this on the evening feed, so they get fed twice a day, and that's why they don't get that much chaff as well, because to be fair, Holly is fat and Happy doesn't need that much to be maintained, which is really good. She's a good doer. So they get half in the morning and half a scoop at night of the chaff. Then the same with the Pharmatrack, and then the Pharmaquin, they get a scoop in the evening. Last but not least is a bit of oil. So this one is linseed and flaxseed oil, and they do actually have this in the Pharmatrack, I think it is. Let me just double check. You can see here that it's already got linseed in it, but I just feed this as a little bit of an extra. So it promotes healthy skin and coat, which is really good because at the minute Happy's getting basically attacked by flies. She's got fly spray on, she's got her rug on, but I just like something that I know is going to help look after her skin for her. So you're supposed to feed about 10 mils of this a day for a pony, but what I do is just put a capful in each feed. So my feeds are pretty easy. It's not too high maintenance. It's all just simple feed that is really, really good for them, and I know it works. Now, the Pharmaquin is probably my favourite product of them all. So whilst the gut is something I really need to watch for Happy because she's prone to ulcers, but the Pharmaquin I cannot recommend enough. So Holly is 19 and she's got a little bit of arthritis and she's a little bit stiff, and since the loading period, so which is a week, I can tell such a huge difference. She just wasn't right when she was working. She wasn't stiff, but she wasn't moving forward, and it'd take her a really, really long time to get going. But a week on this, and I've noticed such a difference. She's actually moving forward, she's carrying herself properly, and I just cannot recommend these products enough. So the Pharmaquin is incredible for horses who just need a little bit of joint care, and the Pharmatrack is perfect for those who just need a bit of gut support. So they're the four products that I feed my horses. So now I'll show you how I make them. Easiest way to do it, fill your scoop up and then just split half into one bucket and half into the other. Easy. And then capful of the oil. Half scoop in one, half scoop in the other. And then scoop and a scoop. And there you go, that's my 2 feeds made up using the Denji chaff oil and then my 2 Better Life products. I'll link everything down below so you can go and check them out and get some more information on it. But this is the easy feeds that I feed my horse, and they get this twice a day. Again, just to clarify, these are my evening feeds because I've got my Pharmaquin in it and I don't feed that in the morning. Now, a really good hack is once you've made your feeds and you've mixed them together, use an old rug bag to put your feeds in. Now, you can get feed covers, but I don't have any with me, and I didn't buy any R&R because I didn't need to, and I just thought putting them in a rug bag just gets them off the floor. It makes them safe because, you know, rats, flies, mice, cats, whatever, aren't going to get in them. So it keeps your feed safe and dry. And there you go. That is what I feed my horses in a day. So I know this video is about what I feed my horse, well, horses, but I just wanted to let you guys know that Miri Hackett, or Hackett Equine, is doing an offer on her Patreon. So you can see I've got my headphones in right now, and I've just been doing a ride along podcast. So this one was on circles, and it's been really good because since Holly's been back in work, I've had problems with her straightness, and I found by doing circles it helps our overall ride. So this particular one was 14 minutes long, although honestly it did not feel like that at all. And she talks about riding your bend and whether or not you're helping the horse. So for example, turning in with your shoulders or with your hips. Um, don't worry, Holly won't go anywhere. So yeah, it's just like a really good podcast to make you kind of think. And she also talks about it in quarters. And that's something I've never thought about because I'm really bad with circles, because I can have the nice bend, but then the last sort of half kind of goes a little bit dogleg. And by thinking about it in each quarter has actually really helped. So thanks, Marie, for doing a brilliant podcast. I'll leave the link down below to her Patreon and her YouTube because, like I said, she's got an offer. So throughout August, it's just £1 to sign up. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching. I shall see you next time. Bye!